Okay, so we have a new episode of Legends and Leaders, and today it's great to have Dennis here. Dennis, you're somebody behind a pretty interesting technology. You've got a new way to help the body out in the healthcare space. It's a robot that can massage you, can access different help with different areas that have tension and things like that. The roboScluptor, and it's a very unique piece of technology. And we've seen from some of the stuff that I've read online and what people have said about you that it's helping to get more people to book appointments with certain healthcare professionals, and it's given them a lot of relief. So I'm excited to have you here and to get into your story.
Yeah, thank you, Ben, for the introduction, and thanks for having me. Happy to talk about it today. What should we start with?
Yeah, well, I'd love to begin with how your interest in entrepreneurship and robotics and AI and kind of putting this all together, how this passion formed for you and what made you so interested in building a business in this space.
I love when it's something related to physical entities, so to physical to things actually, and engineering and design. So I'm not a designer by myself, so I'm an interpreter. It seems that I know how to translate the language of market to technical people, which might be a significant challenge when you work with technical guys in IT, in tech. They're very geek, tinkle, and they just want to solve some tough problem and not necessarily should be on demand with the market. So that's where I go to see. And when I first referred to a design agency, I like the process of how they build it, and felt process that I can fact influence. They build together an idea of bringing some idea into some material, into material space. So it was like 10 years back. It was obvious that anything not related to mass production or to tech would go down or will not scale, obviously. So I was passionate about the idea: how do I make something out of physical, just selling like devices for beauty salons or clinics? How do I make a tech out of it? And one day, it was basically massage devices that we manufactured. And one day I saw a collaborative farm, and I was like, no. But then after 1 month, why not? So should we start that? And we were like discussing with our CTO, Max. So are you gonna could we do this? Will anybody buy it? Is it a good idea? So what problem are we gonna solve? And how can we build a prototype, minimum viable product? Max goes, yeah, okay, let's do it. Probably it's gonna cost like a robot, like we take a cheap one, like for $15,000, and make some R&D drafts, and like we're gonna get some concept in 9 months. All right, okay, deal. So there have been I don't know, like 4 years so far. Like and we're not there yet. It were not like only $30,000 by far. Yeah, that's how it started.
So when you were building this robot, Dennis, how did you think about like actually making something like this? Because it seems to be a pretty different type of product. Like, how did you develop it and go and actually get this thing built, and then build it even to have some sort of scale, that you could sell it to people and really bring it out there at different practices?
The background of our engineers is mainly from hardware. It's was not obvious for them as well how to build the system. Let's say you're an engineer and you have been developing hardware stuff, and to build a technology, you definitely need software team or software engineers. We started to hire them, and then we have built a concept, but the concept shows how, as a prototype, shows how a system may work in general, but it's not a product. So it just mimics the its behavior, and it cannot be sold. So it's not a product to sell. After 1 or 2 years of prototyping, we saw that we're moving, but we're moving around the circle. Unless we go with some methodology to develop software, we started to build a software team. Not just a team, but a team led by a team lead with agile agile methodology. We split tasks into sprints and created demos where step by step the team started to achieve milestones of implementing the technology. So we just under-evaluated the task that turned out to be much more complicated than it was than we anticipated it to be.
Well, from a cost perspective, Dennis, like, were you surprised at what it cost to make this and to get it built?
That's if we see how what venture funds that are into robotics, for example, Cybernetics Ventures has just issued a paper for companies about robotics and about fundraising in robotics. What are the challenges of this? It's like nearly by 100% a robotic company requires fundraising, because it's just evaluation of the future number of pivots is going to be unexpected. And every pivot, like, pivots are almost non-available in hardware. They're very costly. Every change in the technology has an R&D cycle of a year and around a year, so at least. Of course, to keep the team working within a year costs just salaries to pay. It's hardware to buy. It's tests to do. It should be some back. You need to have some back in terms of funds when it comes to robotic technologies, especially.
How do you see, like, the world of healthcare now changing with a product like the roboSculptor? Because I mean, it could replace a job of somebody doing this, let's say, but I think the way you guys view it is it adds to an existing practice. It's another draw for people to come in. How do you see the effect of robotics in general on healthcare being?
In healthcare, there is definitely an aspect where there is a workforce shortage, but healthcare is one of the industries that you can interfere into. So they're very old-fashioned. They don't let new things in unless they prove their efficiency. So it's very systematic industry. So every new product needs to follow a cycle: security, safety, FDA classification, and FDA approval, compliance, etc. So one of the problems in healthcare is workforce shortage, definitely. The other one is some people may see that robots a competition, but it's actually doesn't work like this, because robots rather are designed to help the people to deliver some treatments that are easy to automate, or that just people don't want to do. Like if we take some basic stuff of maintenance and surveillance, like cleaning toilets, it's not the funniest things to do, right? So in healthcare, probably there are also some tasks that are a commodity, and delivering a robot doesn't deliver a competition, because a robot doesn't compete for resources. It doesn't take your salary. It doesn't have an ability to learn further tasks, whereas people do have the ability to learn new professions where they can earn more, become get new positions and be more efficient on those positions, and to cover the gaps in workforce shortage on the positions where robots cannot be useful. That's one part. The second part is human-robot interaction, where especially in healthcare, if we see there are companies that use robotics for following doctors' eyes in order to move a microscope from Austria. I just I will not say it right now, so I don't remember. Just human robot interaction. They become tools that make work of doctors more efficient. And when AI comes to the scene, in healthcare, still AI is very not precise, and obviously healthcare is the industry where AI will appear not very soon, not in first lines. But anyway, it allows to solve the uncertainties that can be part of use cases of robotic applications. But I think that AI should prove its efficiency and safety first, and preciseness.
We'll get there over time for sure. So your system is an autonomous platform for body treatments, Dennis. What does that fully mean? That sounds pretty amazing. They can it's autonomous and maybe understands the person as well. But what does that fully mean?
Basically, can use a tool that can be moved through the surface of the body by a robotic, following the body part. But then we thought, what if we look at the treatment not just as one single task? What if we implement multiple tasks? What if we add some different tools onto the robot? What if we do not promote just one treatment, but think a little bit further and offer much more different things, to much more different applications for treatment. Let's say now we can deliver wellness massage, then a mechanotherapy. But what if it could be an RF applicator? What if that could be microneedling? What if that could be laser hair removal? So we basically design a platform that can deliver different applications if designed so. For now on, it uses just as a product is just for mechanotherapy and wellness treatment. But when added different applications, it could scale into other industries such as aesthetic medicine, fitness, rehabilitation, plastic surgery preparation for sessions, or postpartum, etc., etc. So they're mainly healthcare applications. That's why we do not look on them in first line, because of compliance.
So where do you see the roboSculptor expanding to most? Because I think it is pretty comprehensive, Dennis, in terms of your approach now with helping people with pain and certain body treatments. But what are some areas you're most excited about expanding it to?
You mean geography or like industries?
Like industries more.
At first, we wanted to go to aesthetic body contouring, where it could be like medical spa. Then we saw that there is a huge demand in workforce shortage in wellness and industries. One of our potential customers is a resort with 35 cabinets and 85 masseuses in California, where they deliver more than 1,000 sessions, like 10,000 sessions a month. It could be 120 sessions a year. And sometimes some therapists may not deliver the consistent quality. And if you have such flow of clients, of clientele, of casts, you definitely can devote a new experience and experiment with such treatment. So that is why we decided to go to wellness as the biggest market, so low-hanging fruits, and catch them in that industry. One of requests that we got was from a cruise company, a big cruise company, and they said, "Okay, what if we position this on a cruise ships?" We say, "Okay, that's fine, but how many spa salons do you have?" They said they're going like 26. Wow, that's not bad. They go like on one ship. I googled how many. So this company has just 10% of the market, global market. There are companies that have 30, and they have 25 cruise ships or 23. So just instead of bringing aboard 100 masseuses, they can substitute part of them by bringing a consistent therapist, robotic therapist. And it could be competition, but it could be an addition to the treatment, where a robot like roboSculptor cannot substitute a human touch. It's just a different treatment. It could be a combination where the hardest job could be done by a robotic, for example, preparation, lymphatic drainage, when you start a prep protocol and then you work out the muscles. It is physically demanding. Without a robot, a therapist may efficiently do only 4 to 5 patients a day. With a robot, she may deliver like up to 8-9 sessions. So it's just, again, performance. Cruise ships, what else? We're thinking about new markets in healthcare that could be life-saving. So we are now working with doctors to expand the application of the machine in vessel treatments as well. For example, oedema treatment, lymphatic drainage is very efficient. Like to treat Ozempic bodies could be also the case. So tissue toning wherever you need it.
And this is all through vibro compressions, and you have this like spheres treatment. Can you just explain how that works?
Yeah, that's a challenge, because we started to, if we go with promoting to the market, we went first like massage robots, but it's not only massage, because the method of delivering it is not commonly known, where it is a vibration and compression at the same time, where a rotating cylinder with spheres, with 72 spheres, works exactly as 72 fingers of a massage therapist. If a massage therapist could have 72 fingers, but moving with them very, very quickly. And that creates very, very quickly, it means like, I don't know, more than 100 times a second, while cylinder is rotating is very fast. And this acts as a pump on our lymphatic system. We have blood system and lymphatic system. And our lymph is like glue. It's not very liquid. So we need to warm it up by warming up, our lymph becomes more liquid, and when going through the body, it starts to renew liquids in our cells, and cells exchange exchange a liquid that and big cells like adipocytes, fatty cells, they become drained. That's an effect of body contouring, where we lose volumes by losing some humidity from our tissues.
And how did you guys develop this type of treatment? Like, was this something that you had an instinct, like this was the best way, but through vibrocompressions?
Iterations, analyzing the market. Lymphatic drainage is well known, decades. It was invented by a doctor. I think his name was Fader, in France in 20th centuries, like in 1950 something. And there is a certain protocol of following that protocol.
Interesting. So, what are some of your goals at this point, Dennis? Like short-term goals, long-term goals? Like, what's your big picture vision for roboSculptor in general? What do you want to accomplish now?
It's a very nice question. Thank you, because I'm thinking, what are the most what are the most actual goal right now? So right now is the short-term goal is to build up to 10 machines and position them and improve unit economy. So now we have a stage of go to market, proof of, not a proof of concept, actually, product market fit in various industries like fitness, aesthetic industry, wellness industry, etc., etc. So building a pilot is a demanding, like, it's just costs. At the same time, we need to prove unit economy of every single device in every geography, where our markets are US, Europe, and Middle East, and in every industry. So putting those devices will give us the data, how people like it, what don't they like. Then we should improve their experience by adjusting the technology, by delivering new treatments, etc., etc. For example, today we had a demo where I had a treatment 2 weeks back during the demo, and I said, well, I'm skinny. For me, it's like, sometimes it's very, like, on some parts it's very, you like it. On some parts it's it's okay, but nothing special. I would rather not do it on that part of the body. But then I gave the feedback to the team, and then they discussed it with doctors, and now we have different protocols for different body structures, where exomorph, endomorph, and some other types. So people that have fatty tissues and many muscles, good mass, middle structure, and skinny people. Where skinny people, there are some protocols, treatment protocols, that skinny people don't like. They implemented special protocols for skinny people for them to enjoy.
It's amazing. Well, Dennis, that was the only questions I had. I appreciate you taking the time and doing this. I think you've got a pretty interesting solution here that I hope is going to, help relieve pain for many different people, and do it in hopefully in a more affordable way too, as things go. And I'm excited to see how you're going to continue to scale it out. So thanks for coming on, and wishing you much success.